from Arbroath. You're now surrounded by an agricultural landscape with huge fields and wooded areas. But as you travel north, you'll also notice tall white turbines with their blades turning in the breeze. The wind farms here and further up the line are part of an expansion in renewable energy and provide a new source of income for farmers, local communities and landowners. As you leave Arbroath, look out for the ruins of the abbey. It was built in the 1100s by the Scottish King William, who invited monks from Kelso and the Borders to come here. Arbroath Abbey, nestling in the heart of fertile agricultural lands, became one of the richest religious houses in the country. It enjoyed extensive royal land grants and also generated income from regular markets held in the town. What's probably the best-known document in Scottish history, the Declaration of Arbroath, was signed right here in 1320. The nobles of Scotland wrote to the Pope in Rome asserting Scotland's status as an independent and sovereign kingdom and asking him to end the excommunication of their king, Robert I, better known as Robert the Bruce.
To this man, inasmuch as he saved our people, and for upholding our freedom, we are bound by right as much as by his merits, and choose to follow him in all that he does. For as long as but 100 of us remain alive, never will we on any conditions be brought under English rule. It is in truth not for glory, nor riches, nor honours that we are fighting, but for freedom. For that alone, which no honest man gives up, but with life itself.
Your journey through farmland will eventually bring you back to the coast at Lunan Bay, one of the most beautiful beaches in Scotland. Perhaps you'll see horse riders crossing the sands or surfers enjoying the waves. Birdwatchers come to this beach too, and they're sometimes rewarded by the sight of an unusual visitor. There's the pale-coloured, rough-legged buzzard that normally lives in North Scandinavia, or the great grey shrike, which is only the size of a blackbird but is an aggressive predator of smaller birds. But you'll see many more birds when you reach the inland waters of the Montrose Basin. The station is just by the shore of this tidal area at the mouth of the River South Esk. Anna Cheshire is the ranger for the Scottish Wildlife Trust here.
You can see the grazing livestock that are on the land there in the summer, and you can see heron. We get about 16 heron in the salt pans, and a lot of duck species just use it as well. Traditionally, salt was harvested there for use in seasoning, and they've been restored by Scottish Wildlife Trust, and they're useful for species of waders and dabbling ducks as well. But we have to maintain that area by using grazing livestock, which are a great way, a carbon neutral way if you like, of looking after a special habitat. They graze the invasive species of reeds that grow there, which otherwise would just take over all the open areas of water that we like to keep in such a state that waders and other ducks can come in and use the water.
If you're here between mid-September and the end of November, you may see pink-footed geese passing through on their way from their breeding grounds in Greenland and Iceland. Each year, there are somewhere between 40 and 60,000 of them. Many just drop in by here on their way south, but some do stay here for the rest of the winter. Look out too for the eider duck. 200 or 300 breeding pairs live at Montrose Basin all year round, but in the winter as many as 2,000 come to use these waters. There are also mute swans. Some are resident pairs, others arrive in the summer to molt, while some just come for the winter. It's these birds which give the basin its older, more poetic name, the Sea of Swans.